that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Northwestern Wildcats taking on the 12th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Northwestern ready to kick it off to get things started. Bringing it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Buckeyes offense will get the first crack at it here. And here he comes, a man who epitomizes the phrase, the tight end's always open, David.
And yes, he is, Reese. And it's so cool. The tight end position now has evolved so much. You can move him all over the field, and you can really highlight a guy of his ability.
Too big for safeties to cover and too fast for linebackers to cover. This is a weapon they've got to take advantage of.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical. They love running the football. That's their identity. But the defense getting that stop on 3rd and short against the run, that sets a very clear message that they've shown up to play. They know it's coming, and they're going to be here all day.
Hold it.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that when we're gone.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And the extra point is good. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
They give it to him again. At the 45 on his way. And he breaks into the open. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they tacked on the extra point. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Pulls it in. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Wildcats in the hurry-up.
Yeah, I love that the QB understood I'm going to put some stank on this. I'm going to throw it as hard as I can quickly, right when he's breaking out of that cone. Nice job getting it to him quick so he can get a first down.
Up-tempo for the offense. They go to the ground. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior. Northwestern moving the ball expeditiously.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They've just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Give to the running back. Nice move to keep moving.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on second in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up third and short.
Quickly to the tight end. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Northwestern ready to dial one up on first down. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Caught in the backfield, it's Shields. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Handoff from the gun. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the first down. Northwestern in business in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Good job on defense, getting a hand on it, tipping it up in the air. They weren't able to pick it off, but they do force the incompletion.
On the run, it's Marks. Fights off a defender. How about that determined run inside the red zone? He's got 6. It's down at the 12. From the gun on third down. He's got it and still on his feet. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a first and goal. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. On second and goal. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Northwestern. The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to...
All kinds of running room. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. The time-honored phrase for a quarterback is field general. This dude, in this environment, he's like a stadium commander. He's like an elevated rank above field general.
He's like an orchestrator. He knows how to set them off and then bring it up and bring the excitement with the big plays and make it look easy time and time again. And that's why this offense is so impressive.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Release to the back. And they can't make the connection.
Well, no surprise there on defense, right? You know the QB is going to be trying to target this guy. Nice job in coverage forcing that incompletion.
2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. Can anyone catch it? Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! He makes his way into the end zone for the 50th time in his career.
Man, what a mark to hit. A guy that's so good with the football in his hands. A guy that every single week you know this guy's going to touch the football. And when he gets near the end zone, Palmer, you still know he's going to get it, and he still punches it in.
He's the unstoppable force. It doesn't matter what defenses have done throughout his career. This guy finds a way to make people miss, to run away. He's got all the tools you look for in an outstanding running back.
The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man quickly. And the ball slipped out. Oh, unfortunate to get that one back. And as an added bonus, they get the 1st down. Northwestern wants to go quickly.
Man, did they catch a break. The wide receiver, you could tell, man, trying to fight for extra yards after the catch. Coughs it up, but what do you know? Bounces right back to him, and he says, yes, please, I will take that.
And here's a great example of living to play another day. QB in the pocket, nobody open, throw it out of bounds.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass intercepted. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. The offense set for a 1st down play. He's going to pass. Looking to scramble. On the run, fires downfield. It's caught. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Well, really nice catch there getting the 1st down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. You think about Ohio State and the recent run they've had on 1st-round picks at the position. Michael Thomas, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. This guy keeps making plays like that. He's got an opportunity to go in the 1st round.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Got some room in it. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13.
Free. Kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. Here comes the offense on first down. Leaves it with the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And the Wildcats headed quickly to the line. Dialing up a second down pass play. Caught near the sticks. It's Keller. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And he's got it! Touchdown, Northwestern!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. Stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Looking to move it through the air. He unleashes a long one. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
You know, the field's about 53 yards wide. Got to kick it between those 53 yards, or else the drive will start on the 40. He'll start this drive firing. Caught over the middle. It's Marks. It's a fumble. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. On second down, looking again to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Keller. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The offense will quickly use a timeout. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Coming after it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse.
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. The run from the shotgun. Smashes through. Just shedding tackles. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to throw on first down. He fires a bullet to the right. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he got loose, it was all over. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question when the quarterback was going to do that. Nice job.
He'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. They're lining up to boot it away. Coming out with it, it's Cunningham. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. And I say that because they had a lot of success, but they're still losing because the defense can't stop anyone. They need to set the tone here in the second half.
And it's exactly that, David. You got to create momentum here early in the second half. You only do that by going out, marching the ball down the field, and scoring right away, trying to put pressure on the opposing offense.
Northwestern right back to the line. They'll try to get it through the air. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone. And the pass hits, picked off. wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. And on the opening drive of the second half, you've made adjustments, but sometimes you underestimate the fact that the defense is ready for your adjustments.
And they've made their own adjustments as well, and they're allowed to sit there in the locker room and think and wonder about how you're going to attack them coming out of the tunnel. Great job being ready to go at the start of the second half by the defense. And the Buckeyes have taken it inside the 20. Power football with the run. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. On first down from the 13-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. He wants it all. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point is good. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he's going to try to return this one.
Right, not ideal. Right, not ideal. You're an offense. You want to get a good kickoff return, but you're starting inside your own 10. Now come out, set the tone. Get some high percentage completion. You might not go with that script you had because you thought you might have a little better field position, but you just get some few first downs. Get that first down right now.
Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire now on second down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Wants to throw on third down. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting first down.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Still on the 35-yard line after that incompletion. Here comes 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Now they'll run the draw. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. He'll bring it back. It's Gage. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Across the 45. Off he goes. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the route is on. They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Wide out in motion. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Quarterback extends the play. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Yeah, and I tell you what, a lot of times you roll your quarterback to the right or to the left, and in this case, the right. And you're trying to get him outside the pocket to buy him a little bit of time, get him off that spot, take some deep shots. And he missed, but it was a nice shot down the field.
Hey, listen, as a receiver, you're running that hitch route against man coverage. You can't loaf on it, right? I know it's just a little short throw, but you've got to make the defender think you might be going deep. So a nice job not just taking it easy on the play. He put his foot in the ground, he drove back to the ball, and made it easy on his quarterback.
Connection to the right. Oh, look out! And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The Buckeyes are marching down the field. From the red zone, looking for a man. And it's picked off at the goal line. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Throws to the wideout. He's got it. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Gets it out fast. And oh, did they know that one was coming? They'll knock him down in the backfield.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Staying physical in the red zone as he's pulled down after picking up 3 balls at the 14. They'll keep it on the ground. Picked his way through the traffic for 6, but it'll be 4th down and 3 yards to go.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Looking to scramble. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's right on target. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down. On 1st down from their own 22. He's going to pass. Throws to the back. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And the Buckeyes will hustle to the line. A shot toward the end zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard